My name is Adam Chronister. I'm the CEO of Pelican Point Advisors, and we're creators of Pelident, AI-based analytical platform that deals with the integration of operational and financial services within any small business. So I met INNOVANT through my brother, who is in the tech world in Silicon Valley, and he had a really good friend who highly recommended them. They built a platform for him. Was looking for someone who really understood how integration works, and they were a perfect fit for us. They definitely had the technology ability and the coding ability that we were looking for. I worked with several engineering firms. Some of them were US-based, small teams, and very expensive. As a startup company, obviously maximizing our resources was highly important to us. INNOVANT had the team, the skill sets, the creativity to really get a return on the investment that we were making. One of the most expensive things to starting a software company is the actual development of the software, the engineering side of it. To be able to outsource that early on is financially much more responsible than to hire a large staff. Instead of just going out and taking that Excel spreadsheet that I had and beginning to code it, we really went through developing wireframes to understand what the UX and UI was going to look like and how that was going to impact the coding. It was a lot less expensive on the front end than making changes as we began developing. It took about 4 months, really, from inception of when I handed them this glorified Excel spreadsheet to a working minimal viable product. So it's been about 3 years since we had our first initial launch. And one of the great things about INNOVANT is we've pivoted several times into several different industries, and they've really been there each step of the way. We started with Pelident and then created a software for a local municipality that is a matching as a service software. We've also created one for a logistics company that creates quotes and billing and those kind of things. And then the multiple pivots we've done within Pelident, going from the dental world to the CPA world to the franchise world, all on the same platform. Understanding the project as it evolves was a big thing. So we trained along the way versus here's your software and let's start training. So we had a very good knowledge base when that first MVP was completed. Communication in any kind of project is super important. I like to over-communicate versus under-communicate. I talk 3 times a week with project managers and once a week with Eduardo. Some of those calls are only 5 minutes, but at least we know that we have that call scheduled. It's all being on the same page. So INNOVANT support is top-notch. They're very efficient solving any kind of problems that we have. They communicate well. That's obviously super important when it comes to technical support. I've been working with them for nearly 6 years. I have the utmost trust in their ability to deliver. That is number one for me, is that trust factor. They're able to work with entrepreneurs to really help them scale their company versus just building, software and saying, goodbye.